on page 11 they mentioned Elvis Presley, and I'm like, did I know I'm reading this book?
Looking for trouble?
The unthinkable, and I stopped in the middle of a chapter. I am a genius. I should be nominated for something good. It was like trickling pieces of her, like the title, Pieces of Her. If I had to take a shot every time she mentioned the outfit she's wearing and how she doesn't like it and how they're too poofy and she needs something else, I would be blackout. We do. Hi book friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kaylin and I hope you guys are doing so lovely. Welcome to another reading vlog. I'm so happy you're here. First off, before I get started, I checked my comments on my YouTube, did stuff like that, and I realized I reached 50 subscribers, so thank you guys so much. It means so much, the support means so much, and I'm just really happy. Yeah. Anyways, so it is currently Monday, September 19th at 5 o'clock, and I'm here to tell you about my weekly TBR. And also, I have my hair in French braids, which I haven't worn my hair in French braids since I cut it. Surprised I could actually do it, and I don't think it looks bad. I don't know, it's gonna take some time to get used to because I'm used to having braids that are like all the way down here and they're like up here. Anyways, okay, so reading updates in the weekly TBR, shall we? I'm so sorry to any British person out there. I don't mean to. It just comes out and I realize that I'm just an American. Anyways, so I started Pieces of Her by Karin Slaughter last night and I'm on page 77, chapter 4. In this book, I'll tell you what this book is about before I tell you my thoughts. So we are following Avery, I believe. Yes, Avery. Sorry, no. Who is Avery? Is that a? Oh, that was the last book I read, Head Over Heels. Anyways, we're following Andrea, who moved to New York to pursue her dream in theater. It fell through, and she had so many jobs. And in the midst of walking home from a job or going to a job, I'm not really sure, she got a phone call from her mother, whose name is Laura, who said she has breast cancer. And in that minute, Andrea decided, I'm leaving, I'm going home, I'm moving back home. So I think it's been 3 years, fast forward 3 years. Her mother and her are sitting in a diner for Andrea's birthday. She just got off work. She is a 911 operator. And they're having breakfast together, and they're in the midst of a heavy conversation, and a shooter comes in and starts shooting people. And Laura, which is the mom, protects Andrea, and she everything in her power to protect Andrea. And in that power, she literally changes to a completely different person, and she pulls out these moves that only a professional should know, and someone who has been training for a moment like this their whole life, someone who has military, someone who has a fighter background. And so now there's a murder investigation, obviously, because the shooter killed some people, and also they're coming after Laura because of the expression on her face was completely blank, and she said something to the shooter. So now Andrea is on a mission to uncover her mother's background and piece her together, but it's very hard because she doesn't say much. She's not revealing much. So that's all I know so far. It took me a minute to get into this until the diner scene, and then I was into it. The only thing I have to say about this is the chapters are so long, and I don't know if that is just this book or if it's a Karin Slaughter thing. Someone please tell me if you've read a Karin Slaughter, but these chapters are forever long. This is my first Karin Slaughter, so yeah, I've heard Pretty Girls is really good. I've heard the follow-up to this is kind of boring. So I may just read this and not read. Is it Forgotten Girl, Forget Me, something? I don't know. But yes, currently working on this. This is a very long thriller, but I'm very excited. Also, on page 11, they mentioned Elvis Presley, and I'm like, did I know I'm reading this book? So, very excited to carry on with that. And then the next 2 books I want to read. The first one is Alone with You in the Ether by Olivia Blake. Or Olivia Blake. Olivia Blake. I don't know. Y'all know this book. I don't really know what this book is about. It's apparently a love story. I saw it sitting on my shelf and I was like, this seems like a fun time to read. Sorry about this lighting. I don't know where my studio light is, so I'm using natural light, but obviously you can tell the blinds are down, but I don't want to open it because I don't want people to stare at me. And then the next book is a completely random book that I thought for sure I was never going to pick up. I mean, it is on my shelf, but I thought, I'm never going to pick that up. And that is A Faith of Wrath in Flame by K.A. Tucker. I've never read a K.A. Tucker book. What other books does K.A. Tucker? I don't know. One of her series got really popular on Book Talk. I don't know. I think it was the one where, like, she falls in love with someone. Obviously, like, anyways, moving on. I got this in the Bookish Box subscription. Was my first and only Bookish Box subscription. I was very disappointed. I actually really hate this edition. Thank God it has an audiobook. That is the reason why I'm reading this, because I was scrolling through Scrib and I saw this had an audiobook and I was like, oh my God, I have that book. The reason why I hate this edition, I mean, it's pretty. The cover's pretty. It's printed on the actual hardcover, but I'll show you. Can you see that shine? No. Do you hear that? They're like, it's not paper. It makes this book so heavy. Like, there's no way you could sit and read this because it is so heavy. So Bookish Box, this was not a great move on this one. I haven't actually heard of anyone's complained about this book, but I'm complaining, even though this box was sometime last year. It was late too. And you know what they did to apologize for it being late? They threw in a sticker. That's when I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna subscribe to you guys anymore. And I'm not talking late, like, as in, like, you know, a couple weeks late. No, it was, like, months late. Like, I think it was, like, 3 months late. And I'm like, no. Also, this book is falling apart. Do you guys see that? Can you guys see that big gap? Okay, enough shitting on the book box. But yeah, those are the books I'm hoping to read this week. We'll see how it goes. I am abandoning my TBR. I'm looking at it right now. I had A Children of Blood and Bone, and I also had 9 Perfect Strangers. I just don't want to read those books. I don't want to read it. So yeah, any updates? Let's see, do I have any? I have been loving my record player. I've been listening to Taylor Swift because obviously those are the only records I have, but I find myself reaching for Fearless more, which is kind of surprising to me because I really like Red. Red is one of, Red is in my top 3 albums from Taylor Swift. And Fearless is like taking me by surprise. I do like Fearless. Fearless has a special place in my heart. Fearless came out my freshman year of high school. So I'll tell you my age. It came out in 2008. And I remember being a freshman in high school and this album just literally, like, it was it. And I remember sitting in English class and we were doing a Romeo and Juliet. We were reading Romeo and Juliet. And my English teacher played Love Story by Taylor Swift. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah. It has a special place in my heart. I love Fearless, but it's not one of my favorite albums. Just because the songs on Red I can relate to more. But yeah, so that's all the updates I have. I'm about to watch House of the Dragon. I didn't watch episode 5 yet. No spoilers. And have some dinner. And I'll catch you guys when I catch you guys.
the day and the place.
Hey Google, play Trouble by Austin Butler.
Sure, Trouble by Austin Butler. Playing on Spotify.
If you're looking for trouble, you came to the right place.
Hi guys, happy Tuesday. Yes, happy Tuesday. It's currently September 20th at 5:25 p.m. I just had some dinner. That's about my update for today. I'm just kidding. I read some more of Karin Slaughter's Pieces of Her. Last night, I got up to page 231. I did the unthinkable and I stopped in the middle of a chapter. I never do that, but I was falling asleep, so I just said, and I do like this. We're now getting flashback chapters from 1986 or 89. Yes, we're getting flashback chapters from 1986. And I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to spoil anything and I don't want to give anything away. But it's good, but the current flashback chapter that I'm on is really boring and I really don't care. So, but I know it has to do with the story. There's somehow this character in this flashback connects. I'm not sure who this character is yet, but it connects. So, that's where I'm at with that. Also, I listened to more of The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell, and I am loving this book. Let me see how much time I have left on this book. I had 2 hours and 3 minutes left of the audiobook, and I had no idea what this book was about, but this book is like giving cult vibes. I've never really read anything having to do with cult vibes, so yeah, I again, don't want to say anything because it's a thriller, and any little detail you say can like ruin it and spoil it, so, but still very obsessed. Lisa Jewell, I read And Then She Was Gone. That book threw me. The twist, I was like, she's a genius. So, Lisa Jewell is an autobi thriller author. So is Alex Michaelides, Silent Patient author and The Maiden's author. I like The Silent Patient more. The twist had me. I know a lot of people say that book is kind of slow, but I don't think so. I thought it was very good. The Maidens is more of a, like, not as thrilling as The Silent Patient. It's more like a dark academia, like, kind of vibes, which is still good, especially because I read that book last fall. Perfect time for it. But yeah, those are all my reading updates. I have no more. I did finally watch episode 5 of House of the Dragon. So good. So good. The dance scene with Damon and Rhaenyra, if you know, you know. Had me quaking. Anyways, I am going to sit here and read some more of Pieces of Her, hoping to get a good chunk of this read today. This evening, I should say. I want to get to a point in the book where, like, I feel like I could finish it tomorrow evening after work. Which I think I can because I think the last time I updated you guys, I was on page 100. No, I think I was on page 70. I don't know. I read this book reads really quickly because there's a lot. So, yeah, but those are all my updates. I have nothing more exciting to say. I'm going to go read because it's 5:30. And I'll talk to you guys when I talk to you guys. Hi guys, I'm here in bed, obviously. Excuse this, I have on my dad's old crew neck and I'm too cozy to take it off. But I'm here with updates. I'm on page 299. Let's just round it up and say 300. Why not? I don't know why it has taken me this long. I feel incredibly dumb, but the past chapters we're getting are of the mother when she was younger. We're getting pieces of her. Duh. But to be fair, the first chapter, the first flashback chapter, you really couldn't have guessed it. I mean, it doesn't indicate anything about her. You don't realize it until the second flashback chapter, but it's like all the way at the end, and then it kind of clicked, and I was like, oh, okay. I don't know if it was meant to be that way or if you're just supposed to automatically know those past chapters are of the mother. Who knows? But yeah, those are my updates. I'm gonna continue reading. I am a genius. I should be nominated for something. Hi guys, happy Wednesday. It's my Friday. We all know this is my favorite day of the week because this starts my stretch of 3 days where I don't even have to think about work, and that is fabulous. So I'm actually here with reading updates. So I actually finished Pieces of Her like an hour ago, and this was my first Karin Slaughter book, and I actually really enjoyed it. I forget who I was watching, but she mentioned in her vlog that Pieces of Her wasn't her favorite Karin Slaughter book. She really liked Pretty Girls. But because I have nothing to compare this to, this was a great thriller. I will say before you read this, please look up trigger warnings. There is so much in this book that could trigger someone, and I just want you to look up trigger warnings before going to this book, because I never want to recommend a book and not say that, especially if it has triggers in it, and you go into reading it and be like, well, Kaylin, you recommended this, but like you never mentioned it, so please look up trigger warnings. I'm not going to say what they are because I don't want to, like, I guess, give anything away, but also I don't want to trigger anyone. So do you see where I'm going with that? Okay. So I give this book a 4-star. I really enjoyed the way this book was written. We got past chapters of the mother, Laura, which you wouldn't know that until like you kind of get a piece that was mentioned about Laura earlier in the story, and then you kind of connect that the chapters are Laura in the past. And I thought that was good. It was like trickling pieces of her, like the title, Pieces of Her. And there was a couple chapters where I was like, my heart was pounding. I was on the edge of my seat. I was like, oh my god. This is what I want in a thriller. I will say this didn't have a psychological twist, so this isn't a psychological thriller. I just think this is just a thriller, mystery, whatever you want to call it. but I did really like this. I know Pretty Girls, is that a psychological thriller? I think so, I could be wrong, but I know Pretty Girls has like an amazing twist. That's a book I want to read next. Maybe I should do a vlog where I read Karin Slaughter books, because I have one on my shelf, but I found out it's a 6th in like one of her series, and I'm like, oh god. Now I will say that the sequel, or like the follow-up, the companion novel, I guess is what it's called, just came out, and I've heard that one, nothing really happens. They go into like, they repeat the story basically, so I don't know if I'm gonna pick it up. We'll see. But yeah, really enjoyed this. I gave this a 4-star. So I was looking at my calendar, my content calendar, and I was supposed to film my October TBR, but basically I gave you guys what my October TBR was going to be in my fall TBR. So if you guys haven't seen that video, please go watch it, because those are basically the books I'm going to be reading in October. I'll probably do a November TBR, but I just didn't want to post an October TBR and like be like repetitive, so there will be no October TBR, just so you guys know. However, I'm going to be filming another vlog to go in place of where my October TBR was going to be, and it's going to be a timed 24-hour vlog featuring a series that I have been wanting to read. It's going to be a new series on my channel. It's me, I don't know what to call it yet. Maybe you guys can give me names, but basically it's going to be featuring series that I want to read. So why not make content out of them? This is the only way for me to read series, because I'm very bad at finishing a series. Like, I'll start a series and then I'll never finish it, and I don't know why I'm like that. So I'm trying really, really hard to like complete series. So like I said, this is going to be a new series on my channel. So I'm doing the first installment of that series, starting it today. I'm not going to tell you the books. I'm going to keep them a secret, but I'm very excited to read them. And like I said, I'm doing it 24 hours, but I'm doing it timed. Like, I'm going to have 24 hours, like, I'm going to time it on my stopwatch and read until it hits 24 hours. Does that make sense? I've seen a lot of people do 24-hour vlogs that way, and I really like that style, because I need my sleep. I need to eat. I am the type of person that can't sit and physically read for 24 hours in one sitting. Like, I wish I could do nothing but read all day long, but I just can't. Like, my brain is like, oh, you have this to do, that to do, you could be doing this. Like, I have so much going on in my brain that I'm like, I can't. But I can do a timed 24-hour vlog, because I necessarily don't have to do it all within 24 hours. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So yes, I'm going to be starting that today, the book. But for this vlog, the next book I'm going to be reading, let me get it for you. I'm going to be reading is A Fate of Wrath and Flame by K.A. Tucker. No idea what this book is about. I will read the back for you guys, but this is on Scribd. Let me see how long this book is. The only reason why I'm reading this book next is because I saw it on Scribd, and I was like, oh, easy. I'll just, read that. So this is, even on 2x speed, it's 9 hours long. Okay, yes. Also, I read more of Lisa Jewell, The Family Upstairs, this morning while I was getting ready. Well, listen to an audiobook. I love this book. It's cult. Did I say? I think I said already that it's giving cult vibes. I now know who the two people were following besides, is her name Libby? Yeah. We follow Libby, and then I now know who the two people, oh my, please Wyatt, please go away. I am so sorry, you guys. I'm keeping that in. I'm so sorry. Yes, I now know who the two other chapters we're reading from. No, I now know who the two other POVs we are reading from are. I'm not going to say because I don't want to spoil anything, but I think it's kind of obvious. Maybe it says it on the back. I don't know. I don't have the summary, like the book in front of me, so I can't say what the synopsis says, so I don't want to give anything away. But really liking it. I think I have literally like, let's see. I have an hour and 39 minutes left. So I should be finishing that this week. We'll see. I don't know. Again, for this one, look up trigger warnings too for The Family Upstairs. But yes, I'm going to be starting this probably, I don't know. Maybe I'll start tonight in bed. I'm going to read a little bit of my other one. But, yeah, that's about all my updates. Oh, I was going to tell you about this book. Okay, so let's read the summary for this book. Gifted thief Ramira has flourished from her days as a street kid, stealing wallets to survive. Now she thrives stealing jewels from the rich under the involuntary employ of New York City's most notorious crime boss. But when an enigmatic woman secures her services at sword point, Ramira is plunged into a startling realm of opposing thrones, warring elven and elemental magic she cannot begin to fathom. Okay, I'm here. Her quest is straightforward. Steal a stone from Isler's sacred garden without anyone discovering her true identity, which would earn her a certain death. But the identity she has been explicitly assumed is that of the captured, Yasbarian princess, an enemy to Isler, after she poisoned their beloved king and queen on the day she was married to the prince. Her betrothed, the newly crowned King Zader, detests her with every grain of his handsome being. Fortunately for Ramira, she is more valued to him alive than dead. Xander gives her a choice: life in a cell or an acquittal of all charges in exchange for her help in exposing the growing plot against him. Ramira sees no other option and embraces the tricky role of a smitten queen-to-be until she can escape, a ruse that brings her far closer to the king than she anticipated and threatens more than her safety. As she digs deeper into the sacred garden at the ancient feud between Uberus and Isler, she discovers Monturious truths that could spell ruin for all. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm in it. I wish I didn't have this edition because this edition is so heavy. Like, I wish I could weigh this. I wish you guys could feel how heavy this freaking book is because it's heavy. Anyways, I've talked for 10 minutes now. So I'm going to go read my secret book. And I'll talk to you guys later. Good morning, friends. Happy Thursday. It is currently September 22nd, around like 9. It's 9:23 in the morning. Can y'all see that? Maybe? I don't know. And I am here to announce that the fall weather has happened here in Ohio. Now, I don't know how long this fall weather is going to stay because sometimes we'll get like a little bit of taste of fall and then it'll shoot right back up to 90 degrees. It kind of just depends. But it is, let me see what the temperature out because I know it's very cool out because I had my windows open this morning and letting that air in, but they're mowing currently, so like it was really loud, so I turned it off. It's currently 59 degrees out and I'm wearing a cardigan and I'm so happy. My fall weather clothing, my fall wardrobe is very happy. But I'm here with reading updates. So I think last time I talked to you guys, I was saying how I'm going to start a secret video project with a secret series. And I'm happy to report that I did 2 hours of reading for that vlog. There's a little hint of what it is. And I'm like 150 pages into that book. So I'm making progress. But I also started another book last night. I was laying in bed and I was playing Wildflowers, which is the arcade game on... Is it Apple Arcade? I don't know. One of those. And I started listening to A Fate of Wrath and Flame. I'm going to put this down because this is really heavy. Let's see how far I'm into this book. I'm 115 pages into this book. And it's giving ACOTAR vibes. It's giving this is my first fantasy novel vibes. Nothing against K. Tucker. It's just... the writing in this is not what I'm used to, and that's okay. That's really okay. But like, what this book is about is we follow Ramiria, who,
she went by a different name, and I can't remember what her name was. Anyways, she went by Ramiria, which is her real name, and Ramiria used to have a normal life. She played soccer, she lived with her parents, like, happy, normal life. And then something happened to her dad. He kind of went a little cuckoo, delirious, started talking about, like, creatures with horns and, like, with claws and killing people. Like, he started talking about that, so he basically went delusional is what they said. And which cost him everything. They lost their apartment. He lost his job. The mother lost her job too because she joined a cult. And so leaving Ramiria was both mad as hell at them. So she kind of said, I'm gonna go off and do my own thing. So she lived on the streets until one day she stole this ring and she pawned it, and then these guys, like, took her in a black SUV and was like, you're coming with me, and basically she met her now boss, which is, I'm gonna say he's like a mobster. He's a famous jewel thief. I think he runs some sort of, like, stolen goods business. I don't really know. He's like a mobster to me. That's, all he is. So she works for him as a jewel thief. And one day she's sitting at a bar and this woman comes up to her and starts chatting with her, and she's got red hair and she says her name is Sophie and blah, blah, blah. And then, whatever, they depart. Ramiria goes to see her boss, and when she arrives, her boss is dead with everyone around there, and the woman that she talked to at the bar was there sitting in the middle and was like, you're coming with me. So she basically swoops her away and says, I need you to help me, like, bring back my husband, like, you're the only one that can do it, I need your help, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, but your mortal body needs to die. So she basically kills her, and then Ramiria wakes up in this land with 2 moons, and she sees this guy trying to kill this girl, so she rescues her, and then she's swept away because they're like, I thought I killed you. Turns out she's a princess, and the guy who said that was Xander, who is the king, who is her supposed to be husband, like her future husband. They were arranged marriage, whatever. And that's where I'm at in the book. We've already had a couple, like, we've had 2 smut scenes, which smut's okay. I don't mind it at all, but I don't want it right in the beginning of my book. I do appreciate that there's a page with all the characters and how to pronounce their names, because I suck at pronunciation. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm hoping to listen to this on my drive to my parents' house, and also while I'm doing the rough cut of my raw footage I have for my August wrap-up, which is going up this coming Friday. Actually, it's past last Friday for you guys, so it's already up. It is going up really late. I originally was going to put this up last week when I put up my fall TBR, but I thought I was going to do an October TBR, and like I said last night, I don't want to do an October TBR because it'd be very repetitive to my fall TBR video that I just did. So, I wish I would have known that beforehand, because I would have saved the fall TBR for this week and done my August wrap-up last week. So, it's whatever. But yeah, I'm going to listen to this more. I'm hoping to make a good dent into this. Because Friday when I come back from my parents' house, I don't think I said that, I'm going to my parents' house in a little bit, and Friday when I come back from my parents' house, I need to work on the secret book I'm doing for that vlog, and really get a dent into reading, because I was trying to figure out the timing, and I don't have a lot of time, like full days to read it. Anyways, I'm just rambling at this point, but yes, I'm going to go to my parents' house. And I don't know, I will talk to you guys when I talk to you guys.
What you got, buddy? Gussie. What are you doing, Lou? What are you doing? What are you doing, Lulu?
Hi friends, happy Friday. It's one of my favorite days of the week. This is the day where I have the night to myself at my place. I don't have to work the next day. I don't have to go to my parents. I can just do whatever I want. And also, it is the readathon weekend for Mel. She's doing a public readathon, so there's sprints in a couple of hours, which I'm so excited for because I have so much reading I need to do. But it is, let's see what time it is 5:51 in the evening, September 23rd. I'm here with a new cardigan that I got from Shein. Yeah, this is the cardigan I got. It's a chunky cream. It's lovely. It was like $14. I saw one at Target that I really wanted, but it wasn't like this color. It was, I don't know, it was like a weird, it was more white than cream, and I wanted a cream color. So I saw this, and plus the one at Target was like $32, and I got this for $14. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get this. But anyways, I have reading updates. So I finished The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell, and I did really like this one. I have never read anything with like a cult in it, so it was very interesting for the first time to read that, and it was good. I really liked it. I wouldn't say this was categorized as a thriller because I didn't think it was very thrilling. It was more of like a mystery of like what happened, who did it, like that sort of thing. I will say her other book, Then She Was Gone, is still my favorite book I've ever read from Lisa Jewell. I thought that one was genius. I thought that one was a thriller. That one was so good. But this one was still good. So if you guys are looking for like a mystery book with like cult vibes, check out The Family Upstairs because it was very interesting to read about. And I give it a 3-star, and that's all I'm going to say about it because I don't want to give it away. Okay, next up, let me get it. This book, A Fate of Wrath and Flame, I am currently 300 and so pages in. I'm over halfway through, I think. Let me put it in Goodreads and see exactly like... Okay, so I am 60% of the way through A Fate of Wrath and Flame, and I do like this book. I thought it was going to go in a different direction. Like, I for sure thought that this was going to be more of a smutty fantasy, and I'm glad it's not so far. I have now discovered that the girl we're following, Romaria, she apparently was a princess, and she was like a bad princess. She planned this whole thing to Xander and to like kill his mom and all that, and from what I understand, and then she was supposed to marry Xander, and the Romaria that is from like the mortal realm like came into this body. So I don't really know if this is like how that is. I don't know if like, I don't even know how that's possible because Romaria in the mortal world, and then there's a Romaria in this, I'm just going to call it an elven world because I don't really know the world, Yubaria and Ilor. That's what the cities are called. And she was a princess, and she was smug, and she was like a bad princess, and so I don't really know how that came to be. Haven't found that out yet, but you know, we're there. I do really like how I don't know, I like how the creatures she has in this book. So there's elves, there's elven people, but there's also vampires, but they're not vampires, they're like elven vampires, if that makes sense, is what I'm picturing in my brain. It's what I've picked up. So yeah, I am enjoying myself. I wouldn't say this is a fantasy that like I'm obsessed with, but it's a good read. It's an easy fantasy to read if you're looking to get into fantasies. I think this is an easy fantasy. Now,
I'm just confused about some things. They haven't really clarified a lot. Like, we know kind of a little bit about the world, but we don't know, like, a lot about the world yet, and we're 300 pages in, so I'm like, we do know about the people, so I guess that's world building. Anyways, enough ranting. I just wanted you to know that I have made progress. When I was at my parents' house, I was playing my little computer game and listening to this on audiobook. I listened to this when I was tidying up my place just now. I wanted to tidy up my place before I sat down and talked to you guys, so I did that while listening, and I made progress. I'm about to cook dinner, but before I cook dinner, I received a package from Penguin Random House. Penguin Random House sent me this because I am doing a TikTok for them. I have to like show these books and be in a dark academia outfit or an aesthetic layout to show the book, something big, like showcase the books and do a dark academia thing. So look out for that on my TikTok. If you guys aren't following me on my TikTok, make sure to follow me. It's kalreadsalot. I'll leave something up on the screen so you guys follow me. But yeah, I'm gonna do that sometime in October. It has to be in by October 10th. So that's why I mainly ordered stuff from Shein, because I had no dark academia like outfits. So I ordered like a cute sweater vest and a black turtleneck to go underneath that. I'll show you guys that outfit. But I am really excited about these books, and I'll show them to you. I don't know how many they sent me. One. Ooh, there's some witchy books in here. Okay, I believe. So I have 4 books here that I want to show you. The first one is How to Succeed in Witchcraft. This looks like a stunning read. This is a stunning cover. I'm gonna read this. It says, Shay Johnson has all the makings of a successful witch. As a junior at TK Anderson Magical Magnet School, she's set on winning the Brockton Scholarship, her ticket into the university of her dreams. Her competition, Anna freaking Alvarez. The key to victory, impressing Mr. B, drama teacher and head of the scholarship committee. When Mr. B asks Shay to star in this year's aggressively inclusive musical, she rarely agrees, even though she'll have to put up with Anna playing the other lead. But in rehearsals, Shay realizes Anna is not the disciple which she thought. Perhaps she could be a friend or more, and Shay could use someone in her corner when she becomes a target of Mr. B's unwanted attention. When Shay learns she's not the first witch to experience his inappropriate behavior, she must decide if she'll come forward. But can she speak out when her future's on the line? Oh, okay. This sounds good. I get the dark academia because it's in school. Is that what dark academia is, set in school? They sent me the first book in the Vampire Academy series. I've never read Vampire Academy, and I kind of really want to, because I know the show just came out on Peacock. Yes, Peacock. I am going to read this before I watch the Vampire Academy. I don't know when I'm going to read this. Hopefully this cozy season, but we'll see. I am so excited about this one. This came out last year, I think, and I really, 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 really wanted to read it last year, but didn't get around to it, and that is The Taking of Jake Livingston. I didn't know this was coming. I'm so excited. So I will read what this is about. Living in two worlds is exhausting, and no one knows this better than 16-year-old Jake Livingston. His working-class, diverse neighborhood is a far cry from the world of St. Clair Prep, where he's one of the only black students, constantly at the mercy of racist teachers and peers who don't understand him. But when his neighbor, a survivor of a grisly school shooting, is murdered in the bloody initials of the now dead school shooter, Sawyer Doone, are left on the wall of Jake's home. Oh, chilling. Jake is forced to confront another world he wishes he could escape, the world of the dead. As a medium, Jake knows ghosts are usually harmless, rarely interacting with people. Oh, yes! Okay, I remember what this book's about. But Sawyer isn't harmless. In life, he was a troubled teen who shot and killed 6 kids at a local high school before taking his own life. Now he's a powerful, vengeful ghost, and he has plans for his afterlife, plans that include Jake. When Sawyer begins stalking him, high school becomes a different kind of survival game, one Jake is not sure he can win. Gripping, timely, and utterly unapologetic, The Taking of Jake Livingston is a chilling horror that haunts with searing social commentary from exciting new talent. I am so excited about this one. Maybe I'll do a video where I read all these. Should I do that? I feel like I should. And then this one is Coven. This is a graphic
novel. I love graphic novels. The art in this looks stunning too. Hopefully you guys can see this. Okay. Should we read this? MZ has always lived in sunny California, and she'd much rather spend her days surfing with her friends or hanging out with her girlfriend rather than honing her abilities as a fire elemental. Oh, cool. But when members of her family coven back east are murdered under mysterious circumstances that can only be the result of powerful witchcraft, her family must suddenly return to upstate New York. MZ needs to quickly master her neglected craft, and she soon discovers that when united with her coven, she's stronger than ever. She is stronger than she could ever imagine. Eager to find the killers before they strike again, MZ and her new friends begin to dabble in spells beyond their control, dangerous rituals that have the power of returning everything they've lost. But that kind of magic comes at a price. The farther down the path of darkness they go, the less likely they'll be able to find their way back to the light. These witches are playing with fire. Can they solve the murders before they get burned? First off, I can't believe this is my life that I get sent books. Like, I still can't believe it. This is all I've ever wanted in life. So I'm a little bit like, pinch me, is this real? Is this my life? But also, I'm very excited about all these books. Let me know if you guys would like me to do a video where I read these books. And then maybe we'll watch the Vampire Academies after I read the Vampire Academies. Let me know if you guys would like that video, vlog or whatever, and I could review these books. That could be fun. I could do that in October sometime. I have so many video ideas that I want to do in October. One being a cozy vlog, like a weekend vlog. So I have a full weekend off coming up in October. I don't know if you guys know this, but I work Sundays, so I never get like a full weekend. My weekends are Thursday through Saturday, which I know are longer than most people's weekends. Most people get 2 days off, so I'm very blessed that I get 3 days off. But sometimes, you know, I would love a full, like, Saturday and Sunday off because, I don't know, I just feel, like, left out. I don't know, Sundays were my favorite day of the week for a long time. Sundays I spent with my dad at the barn. I don't think I've mentioned this before. I used to have a horse. I had her, for like 6-7 years, I think. I had her for a long time. Fun fact, bought her when I was 18 with my own money. I saved up, and that was my first like adult purchase, was buying a horse. So I bought her, and yeah, me and my dad used to spend Sundays at the barn, and we would there's this coffee shop where my old, like, one of the first places I used to board at, and it was a German coffee shop, and they used to make incredible, like, coffee, but I wasn't into coffee there. I'd always get a hot apple cider, and it was just, like, my favorite day of the week, and my highlight of my week, and, I miss it. Wow, I'm gonna get emotional talking about it, but yeah. So Sundays used to be my favorite day of the week, and then, you know, I had to, work Sundays because management changed at my job that I was at. I'm not going to say where I used to work because I have nothing good to say about them. But anyways, so I haven't been off on Sundays for a long time. So I don't know. Every so often I schedule a Sunday off so I can have that feeling. But anyways, not what I was saying. Why was I rambling about that? So that weekend I want to do a cozy vlog where I pick up like a bunch of fall things from like Trader Joe's, because fun fact, I live 10 minutes from a Trader Joe's, and I've been once in my life, and that wasn't even when I lived over here. I don't know, Trader Joe's, it's in that area where it's just always busy, and the parking lot is super small with my Trader Joe's, and the Trader Joe's that we have here is so small. I wish Trader Joe's was more of a thing where I live, but it's really not. We have one Whole Foods and one Trader Joe's. I think there's more Whole Foods than Trader Joe's, but I wish Trader Joe's was just like a bigger store, but it's really small over here. But I still want to go and get like fall stuff, and then I want to watch Hocus Pocus 2 and make those cookies. You know, the ones with like the pumpkins, and you stick it on top of like the chocolate chip cookie, like the sugar cookie on top of the chocolate chip. And then maybe I want to go like book shopping that weekend, so I have that planned. So look forward to that. That's coming sometime in October. The plans are today is I'm going to go heat up some soup. I have the last of my cheesy potato soup, and I'm going to heat that up because it's chilly outside. I've been loving this weather, you guys. It's been very chilly here in Ohio. Well, the part of Ohio I live. It was so cold yesterday that I had on like a crew neck and a cardigan on top because I was freezing, but I had the windows open. I didn't want to shut the windows at my parents' house. The air has that crisp fall smell. Yeah, it's just very chilly and cold and like cozy out. So yeah, I'm gonna have my soup and Lord of the Rings, The Power of the Ring. The new episode dropped today, so I'm gonna watch that. And I'll catch you guys later.
Welcome to another day in the life of
Hi guys, good morning. It is currently Saturday, September 24th, 11:19. And I'm here because I finished a book, which is surprising. I didn't think I was going to finish this book this morning, but I did while I was getting ready. Also, yes, I have a new pair of glasses. Well, they're new to you guys. I've had these glasses for over a year. No, 2 years. I've had these glasses for 2 years. These, I do like these. They're tortoiseshell. I just don't like how big they are. I feel like they're way too big for my face. But they went with this outfit instead of my black glasses. Because I'm wearing these pants, so I just feel like it ties in the pants. Yeah, I feel like it ties in the pants. But if you guys glasses wear out there, I get my glasses from Glasses USA. I really like them. Shout out Glasses USA. You know, I'm always looking for new glasses. Hint, 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 hint. I want tortoiseshell glasses, but I want them thinner frames and a little bit smaller. So like these glasses, I want them like this, but in tortoiseshell. So if you guys have any recommendations on that website, please let me know. But yeah, I'm gonna wear these today. I haven't worn these in, I would say probably like since March. It's been a long time since I've worn these. But wearing them today, I might change because sometimes when I look down they fall on my face, and I'm going to film and annotate with me for TikTok today, so these, I don't know, I may change, but I may keep them. Anyways, how did I get on this glasses thought? I don't know. Okay, so let me tell you about last night. Last night I paused this vlog to film my other secret video I'm working on with my secret book, and I got halfway through that book, so that's good. I'm making progress. And then I this morning while getting ready, while working out, getting ready, cleaning up, breakfast, all that, I managed to finish A Fate of Wrath and Flame by K.A. Tucker. So okay, I liked this book, but at the same time, like, it wasn't the best fantasy I read, but it was still a very solid first book in a series. There's still some unanswered questions I have, but I guess that's what you're gonna get in a fantasy series. You're never gonna really know until like it wraps it up and then you get all your answers. Yeah, I really honestly did like this book. I would recommend it if you're looking for a easy fantasy to read. This is pretty easy. The audiobook is on Scribd, so there you go. The only thing I didn't like about this book is the character Romaria. If I had to take a shot every time she mentioned the outfit she's wearing and how she doesn't like it and how they're too poofy and she needs something else, I would be blackout. Throughout this entire book, she mentioned the outfits, and I'm like, please be quiet. I really don't care. I really don't care. So that was my only like qualm with it. What else? I did appreciate how the romance wasn't really like the focus of the plot. It was a plot point, but it wasn't the whole plot, which I really like and appreciate. I know Kay Tucker mainly writes romance books. I could be completely wrong, but like I was expecting more romance. But also with the romance in this at the same time, they kind of, well, Romaria kind of found out that they were like destined for each other in the prophecy, and like since then, like as soon as she found that out, like the romance picked up, and I just wish there was more slow burn. I wish there was more angst. I wish there was more like, I hate you, I want to kill you, but also at the same time, like, you know, I want to kiss your face type shit, but like there wasn't. So that's my only thing with it. I wish the romance was more slow burn. I wish there was more angst. I wish there was just like more hating each other. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I felt the romance was rushed as soon as she found that out. But yeah, that's my all I'm gonna say about this book. I'm gonna give it a 3-star, I think, because you know I did enjoy myself. Will I carry on with the series? Maybe. I don't know. It depends. I'm not gonna go out and buy it, honestly, but like, you know, I'm not mad that I read this, and you know, okay, for the reading plans, because I have no plans for the rest of the day except for filming, then annotate it with me, and I'm gonna do that while filming for my secret vlog so I get some reading done. I'm being productive. But today is a rare Saturday where I have nothing to do all day and I'm just like chilling at home, which is great and I love it. I do have to cook some dinner. Well, I have to put it in the crock pot in like a couple of hours because it takes 5.5 hours to cook, or 5 hours. I can't really remember. I think I am going to pick up Alone with You in the Ether at some point today. Okay, 297 pages this book is, so I'll probably pick the what? Was that English? No. I'll probably pick this up at some point today. I'm not really sure when. But yes. I do have to import the footage for this vlog too. I want to show you guys my outfit because it's cute. So I have this sweater that I got from Shein. I don't really like this neckline. I wish it was more scooped down because I feel like, I don't know, it just doesn't compliment my body, but that's okay. And then these are the pants that I got from Target last week. You guys saw a haul of that last week in last week's vlog. So yeah, that's what I'm wearing today. These are super comfortable, by the way. They feel like sweatpants, and I appreciate that. Yeah, I feel like I don't really know what to do with myself when I have nothing to do on a Saturday.
Welcome to another day in the life of
What's it like inside your mind, my dear? And do you find it terrifying there? You always let me know, you always let me go my way. You always let me know, you never let it show my
Hi guys, I'm in my office yet again. I feel like you guys are going to see me in here a lot just because I'm really happy that I now have an area where I can do my content stuff and work on that. So Saturdays, I think I've decided like Saturdays are going to be content work days, as in anything I need to do for YouTube, TikTok, whether that be planning out videos, editing, reading, you know, all that stuff, compiling list of like books that I recommend on TikTok, all that. That's what I'm going to do from probably like 10 to 5 every Saturday. If I don't have other plans going on, because Saturdays sometimes I spend with my family, so just depends on the Saturday. But today was like my first work day as doing that, and it's been very successful. It's 3:53, so I have a little bit of time before my work day ends. But I finished a book. I've actually finished 2 books today. So I finished The Fate of Wrath and Flame, as you guys know. And then I finished the secret book I'm doing for this secret vlog. First book. I have one more book to go, and it was really good, and I'm really excited about the second book. So I have not read anything for this vlog, but I am about to. I'm going to dedicate the last hour or so to reading for this vlog, which, as you guys know, I was going to start Alone With You, The Ether, which I might start it tonight. Yeah, I'll probably start it tonight while in bed, but I think for now I'm going to give my brain a break from books and read some manga. I think I'm going to read Tokyo Ghoul Volume 5. I also have the 6th one here, just in case if I finish this one before the hour is up, which I might. But yes, I just want to come on here and say hello.
What's it like inside your mind, my dear? And do you find it terrifying there? You always let me know. You always let me go my way. You always let me know. You never let it show my deed. My only friend to the end. What's it like inside your mind, my dear? Terrified.
Hi guys, it's me. I am wrapping up the vlog yet again on my phone, and I'm sorry. It is currently Sunday to 11 p.m. I worked this morning. I wanted to do like a proper like sit down, like tell you guys reading updates and all that, and then wrap up the vlog that way, but the vlog is currently at an hour and 4 minutes long, so I think it's long enough, and I'm not even done, so it's probably gonna be like an hour and 10 minutes long, and I hope you guys like long vlogs. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you guys are subscribed, because I would really love to have you here. If you guys haven't already, follow me on all my social medias. They are linked down below. And while you're down there, check the description. I have links for the books I mentioned, you know, social media, Amazon link, all that jazz is down in the description below. So go check it out. Again, thank you guys so much for 50 subscribers. I met a goal of mine, which is really cool. And yeah, I will catch you guys in next week's vlog. Ta-ta for now.